smokes, folks, it's episode 10. Woo! You might be wondering, oh my gosh, Rachel, why are you dressed as a feathered disco ball? Is it just because it's episode 10? Sure. Is it also because we might be going to the opera tonight? Yes. And let's see how everyone else is dressed up for that. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh. And you all look so lovely. All right. Dyer, if you need to go change now because it's not just too
Oh yeah, so formal poncho. It's lovely. It's made of real wool. I'm fucking dying. BRB.
We're not sponsored, but we do utilize D&D Beyond and Roll20. Legal team, you know the drill. We're the legal team, and we know that if we need to, we'll do changes. Changes. Changes.
Is this the opera?
Yeah, no. Yes. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome to Param. I still didn't make a cup. A planet created by the shape-shifting deity Param the Laughter. This is also like my Param cosplay a little bit. Yes, Param named the planet after themselves because why wouldn't you? So, my deadlings. Is that weird to say, to call you deadlings since everybody's dead?
No,
I meant to pitch it earlier. Okay, you like it? Okay, great. So, my deadlings, let's get into it. We jump back in the memory department. Ammolite is on the ground, cradling her own voice, shouting back at her the distraction technique that they never got to use, while Roscoe Dirt looks on fondly. And I think everyone is also sitting down there with her, a la the first closing scene of the first episode where everybody sat together and we played Betty Davis Eyes in the background.
Mm-hmm.
So we come back in on Betty Davis Eyes as you're all in the memory department. What would you like to do?
How are you feeling, Ammolite?
I don't know. It's confusing. I feel better, but now it just makes me want to kill them for real. So more motivation to get out of here, I guess. And I think she sits up and like holds the little gramophone and just kind of stares at it.
You know, technically there isn't a limit to how many times you can play that, but you may want to, for your own mental health, maybe take a break for a minute or so.
Well, yeah, okay.
But you can keep it forever though, so you know you can listen again, just maybe not that many times in a row. I bet, right, Doc? It's probably not great for the machine.
Yes, it has been 10 minutes of this, so I think maybe just a single minute of. I don't want to tell you how to mourn, but we're all just a little concerned. That's all.
Okay. I need a minute, and I'm gonna talk to my bag.
Sure. Right,
Okay.
of course.
Hey, you.
Yes.
Look, I know I haven't really asked you to hold anything important yet, but it would really, really mean a lot to me if you could hold this gramophone because well, I trust you, and I just feel like a piece of me lives now in this gramophone, and maybe a piece of me can live in you.
All right. I need you to give me a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm good. 25.
25?
Yeah.
All
I rolled
right.
17.
You've seen bags of holding before. so you know what they're supposed to look like on the inside. And when you open up your bag this time, it looks like a regular bag of holding.
I put the gramophone in and I say, oh, thank you. Look, I know I've been difficult, but I hope that this can be the start of a long and fruitful relationship.
Maybe it can if you keep this sort of behavior up.
Yep. I'd like to be that tabaxi for you.
I would like that as well.
So it's settled.
Thank
Okay, everybody, I'm good. I saved my gramophone and I don't need to cry about it. And let's get out of this afterlife.
All right, so yes, it's time for Miss Raya's memory trial then.
I think we can try and maybe manifest rest. I used a lot of spells that I think I'd prefer to have.
He also did get shot with a harpoon.
Yes.
Shot with a whole harpoon.
Yeah, kind of went straight
He went
through.
right through her, and then she got pulled into the water multiple times.
Oh
brutal.
my goodness.
Yeah, it sucked.
Miss Rhea, how are you feeling currently?
I'm fine. You know, it's Laiika healed me up a little, so I'm doing okay. I'm a little sore, you know, think I might have ruined the shirt, but I'm okay.
You could get a new one anywhere, really.
It's true.
You'll be fine.
Would you like some extra healing? I do have a few spells left.
I mean, I think it depends if we're gonna rest or not. If everyone thinks we should just go for it, we definitely can. In which case I would need some healing, but if we're gonna rest, I'll be fine.
I mean, I would definitely prefer to rest. I used many of my more powerful objects in that last fight, which was very terrifying, by the way. Have any of you ever seen fish creatures with harpoons attacking people before? I hadn't, and that was a lot.
I mean, technically, yes,
Right.
I have.
I've heard about them, but
You didn't see them.
That's a good point. This is the first time I actually identified them. Yeah, I mean, I'm down for not to brag and I do a really big cat stretch. I could go right now and be totally fine, but I'm always interested in a cat nap.
I'm fine to go, but I'm also fine to not.
Let's rest. I think we should do I'll do a long rest. I don't care. Tell me to sleep, I'll sleep.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be great. I get some abilities back if we do that. So, I mean, you have
what time is it?
Opera.
It's headed towards noon.
Okay.
Oh yes.
What time was the opera?
Tonight.
Well,
Tonight, and from your understanding, Lenice is going to pick you up for dinner beforehand, which will be around dusk.
I mean, time is.
Let me just see if I can get stuff back on a short rest. Hold on.
Time is weird, but the sky does. You have seen it darken and lighten. So
I feel like we've all had long rests before our memory trials. I feel like we should do that for Rhea's as well.
Yeah.
I use some third level spell slots that I could get back.
Yeah, and I'm always happy to get my thing back. So
your thing.
There's that one thing I can do.
The big one.
Rebuke the violent thing. That's a good one.
I can get everything back except for my Scorching Ray, but the Scorching Ray is real nice. I did also cast both of my actual spells. So yes, I think I prefer to get some rest before we go in, so I am feeling, can really give those bastards a run for their money this time.
I'm gonna kill them.
Who are those bastards, by the way?
Oh, so they're red caps. nasty little like fae type creatures. They like to bathe in people's blood. You know, it's big iron boots. They like to kick people with them. Yeah.
Doctor, you heard of these before?
That
I think it'll be just the red caps.
They were in some of the more vicious children's stories that you read to a certain someone.
I thought those were a myth of some kind.
No, very, very real. Yeah.
Brutal little
Took some
mom.
damage that can attest to that, but more prepared for them this time. Yeah, there were also those like shadow hound things, so I don't know if those are going to be there.
Could have sworn there was something else that was around, but
yeah, shadow hounds, but that's I think that was
it. Were you all together when this happened?
This was the one time that the three of us were actually together. But sidebar, I was not at that game, so I don't remember what happened. Rachel played.
If you had been, you would have saved me. And
here's what happened. Everybody focused on the dogs, but Rhea ran towards the farmhouse, and the 3 redcaps that were there murdered her. And that's how that went. The 2 redcaps that were there, I don't remember.
Are there going to be 3 in my memory trial?
Wait a minute, Rachel.
The 2 redcaps, definitely only 2 to 5 redcaps popped out of the ground like daisies, killed Rhea. We even retconned it and we're like, oh, well, this role should have been this other thing, and she still died. So, you know, guys, redcaps, the math is going to tell you that they can handle it. They can't. So don't do it.
Especially not like 1v2 is really, they get 3 attacks, guys.
I was really trying to get there.
Yeah, they get 3 attacks. They're not slower.
No.
So I was like, I can't even retreat from them because they're just going to still come up and hit me 3 times. So I might as well be hitting them. And Rachel, you know, continued her habit of rolling 18s and 19s on me.
Yeah, my dice hate Leticia.
Way to go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's fine. This time we're going to be fine. I'm higher level.
Yeah, there's definitely only 2 to 5 redcaps there.
Yeah, definitely gonna own them, and it's not gonna be traumatic at all for anybody.
Sidebar, Leticia, is that a dress or a shirt?
It's a dress.
It looks incredible.
Thinking how cool that is.
Yeah, it's really it's like a cool fabric, cool cut. It looks really great.
Yeah, I've been obsessing over Our Flag Means Death, and it's giving me major pirate vibes.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
okay. I also watched Our Flag Means Death, and I
no spoilers. No spoilers. I haven't finished it.
Rhea's outfit. It's no spoilers.
Okay, we watched the whole thing. We have to talk about this later. Yeah. Talk about this later. Okay, cool. Awesome.
I'm only 2 episodes in.
Okay. It's fine. It's all predictable. Everything is. Anyway.
All right, so you want to take a long rest. I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
We will.
Were you saying something?
Sorry, doctor.
No, that's all right. I was just thinking, I'm not very familiar with these adversaries, and I'm not quite sure we have enough time for a long rest before your excursion, Miss Laiika. So perhaps we should visit a local restaurant and perhaps talk about these adversaries, maybe plan and see what we can do for your memory trial, Miss Rhea.
Should we try the library? We didn't spend much time there last time.
We could, although I believe Miss Sybil said that she was going to close the library for repairs. Although something does bother me about that whole situation. I feel like I'm missing something and would like to know why she and I have a mutual acquaintance.
Oh, that reminds me, Doctor, a side note for you.
Mm-hmm.
As you are talking about your mutual acquaintance and Sybil and things that don't add up, I need you to roll an intelligence check for me. Just straight intelligence ability check.
Okay. It's pretty good. Okay. That is right. 24.
Okay. Since waking up in Afterworld, you are realizing that Pid is showing more. Well, since you've like sort of met your patroness and into here afterworld as well, Pid is showing more and more intelligence than she ever used to. It seems that she has started to be able to learn things. And you just kind of had assumed that it was because you are great at tinkering, which I mean, you can still assume that. And to you, Pid always was like the smartest little robot that you had ever created. She's your best invention, right? But as you say about our mutual acquaintance and things not adding up, you just have this little moment of, maybe I should look into that. Or you don't have to look into it if you don't want to, but you've realized that this might be a thing. This might be a thing that's more than just like, you love Pid, you know, because she didn't used to interact with other people the way she's interacting with this group.
Okay. I'm gonna bring her out from underneath my jacket and be like, Miss Pid,
Beep, beep.
do you have an opinion on where we should go and what we should do next?
She sort of like gets her little face like a crab would or a spider would clean their little eyes and just goes, beep, beep.
Okay. Puts her on his shoulder and turns back to the rest of the group.
I don't know how I feel about going back to the library since we have some unanswered questions.
You almost say unfinished business.
No.
I thought you stopped yourself.
We shouldn't go to the library.
And so to be safe, I feel like maybe we wait to go back until we either know more or have more time or not on a time limit.
That sounds good.
I like the restaurant idea.
Sure. Mr. Dirt, is there a restaurant around here that you recommend?
There are several restaurants around here. There is Please Eat here. We've also got hold on, there was another, I think. Maybe I separated them out. Well, there's the inns, like the In and Out, the Broken Tavern. Broken Tavern's the closest to you, actually, but and that's where you're staying, I think. But the Please Eat Here is a place that is solely a restaurant that is in the vicinity. But if you wanted to go to a very fancy place, you would have to go into the downtown area.
Well, I feel like Laiika's probably going to go to the fancy place with this fancy woman.
Yeah, do you need to go shopping or anything beforehand? Not that you can't wear what you're wearing. I'm totally in favor of you just wearing whatever, but
what did the letter say? The letter said she was like gonna pay for it or something, right?
The letter said,
yeah.
The letter implied that she would
Penelope at the finery.
Yeah.
I believe.
So the whole thing was, even though you don't speak Primordial, I thought you might enjoy your first opera. Please join me tomorrow night. I've got a ticket for you and a ticket for myself if you'd like to go to the opera with me. Should you choose to join me tomorrow evening, please send word to the train station. I will collect you for dinner beforehand. For your comfort, please dress as finely as possible. If you need new clothes, please see Penelope at Finery and she will dress you on my behalf.
So the letter said that, and then I say that. So I don't think this is my finest.
I mean, it's technically the only thing you have, so technically is your finest.
And I did shine it last night, so it's probably at, one of its better points, really. But
as I think the only person who has been to an opera here, I will say the decor is usually a little more formal than what you're wearing now.
I don't know if I can afford a whole new set of armor, though. Do they make formal armor?
It's not going to be armor.
Yes, it's more of a, for you, it would be perhaps a suit or a dress. Some people do have garments they wear over armor, such as very nice capes and such. So
I think that would probably be best. I'm not really one to part with the armor.
The Finery is one of the nicest shops I ever heard in the downtown area of Main City. From the rumor mill. The rumors I get are from books and people who come to do their memory trials, but still.
Roscoe, have you ever been to Finery?
I have not been to Finery. The only times I have ever had a break, I have gone to the library to exchange books.
When do you get breaks?
Very rarely. I have to petition the department if I need one. So mostly I just have people such as yourselves who will do me favors or things like that.
So like, do you just sleep here? Like, do you sleep? Do you have like shifts, or do you just, you're here, you exist here?
I do not sleep. I am here on the will of the darkness, and well, technically it's not the will of the darkness, I guess. It's the will of Perrin the Laughter themselves, who created the system of bureaucracy. And we purple dragons who were created to serve this bureaucracy specifically, we do not sleep and we do not get breaks unless we can petition for them.
Roscoe, I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to really think about it before you answer it.
All right.
Are you happy?
Yes, I get my new books. I get to talk to all the people who come through. Why wouldn't I be happy?
Oh, that's great. That's a great life. As long as that's enough. But if you wanted to put a closed and will return at 6 sign on the door and come with us to Finery, you're welcome to join in this montage.
I could not do that. I don't think that there wouldn't be anyone at the desk. How would we get people who needed their memory trials done? They wouldn't be able to do them if I wasn't here.
Sorry, can I manifest a closed will return at and then a clock symbol?
You can certainly try it.
Sign, just a hanging door sign.
Yeah.
Can I attempt to assist her?
I got a 12.
The DC was going to be 13. I'm sorry, that is just
so close.
Can I attempt to assist her with I've got a thing that allows me to add my intelligence modifier using my reaction to a skill roll.
Sorry.
If you can describe how you are helping her create this sign, then yes.
I can't tell time.
Oh, well, I can help you with that. And it pulls out like a pocket watch and it's like, well, this is a little broken. I guess if we used this and used like the sort of cycles of the sun instead of numbers, we could do that.
Are you giving her advantage? Can you say that one more time, what you're giving her?
I said that and I was like, wait, what is this feature? I just got it when I leveled up and I'm trying to remember what it is. Oh yeah. This is called Flash of Genius. When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or a saving throw. Ooh, is this not an ability check? I feel like this is not an ability.
Manifest is an ability.
It's a skill. It's an ability, yeah.
You can use your reaction to add your intelligence modifier to the roll.
That's so sick.
All right. So I think you make it then easily.
Yeah, because it's
fun.
Yeah.
So. And I say, Roscoe, you don't have to use this today, but I hope you use it at some point. And the doctor and I hand it to Roscoe. You just hang it on the door.
Can I get from the two of you persuasion checks?
Sure. Everyone needs a break at some point. Ooh. 19.
23.
Start a
he takes the sign
revolution.
I knew this was gonna happen. I was like, at some point we're gonna like fucking liberate the purple dragonborns.
People should get breaks, right?
They absolutely should.
Actually, there's research that says if you get frequent breaks, you actually work more efficiently. So it's really helping everyone altogether.
So you could be better at your job if you had a break every now and then.
That's exactly right. Yes.
That's true too. If you don't take breaks when you're working out with the dogs on the sleds, that was so fucking stupid sounding. Sorry. If you're not taking breaks when you're out in the traces, you go mad. You have to take breaks, otherwise the snow gets right into your brain and you can't see.
Yeah, you could go I did it now this time with your accent. You could go crazy out there if you really.
Roscoe, you need a break.
Oh, I do need a break.
It sounds like you need a break because we're switching accents back and forth, and I don't think it's good for either of us.
All right, I need. All right, Roscoe's gonna make a will saving throw.
Against us?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Against his better judgment.
Okay,
if he rolls
or reprogrammed.
All right, let's make this a group decision. If he rolls higher than the DC, does he take a break and come with you? Or does he stay here? Which is, if it's against his better judgment.
Against his better judgment, he comes with us.
He comes with you.
He's playing hooky from work.
Yeah.
So sorry, higher means
he's gonna come with us.
Super duper.
Maybe I could use it at some point. I don't really need a break right now, though. You know, we just did your memory trial. More people might be coming in. But he's still staring at the sign.
Roscoe,
thank you for this.
We'll be back tomorrow.
That's true. You will. All right. Well, what? Go have a good meal. Oh, there's also a midway point between Please Eat Here and downtown. There's a place called Bella's. It's very nice. She does I've heard she does salads.
Roscoe.
Mm-hmm.
What if I stayed here?
Behind the desk?
I'll watch the desk. You go have lunch.
Persuasion check. Give me a persuasion check. I'm going to roll a die for him, and this is going to be the DC that you have to beat on your persuasion check.
You know it's going to be high.
I do, and it was an 18. I don't know why I did that.
You guys only rely against me.
They hate you so much. They hate you so much.
I'm
all right.
Charismatic, though.
Well, let's see if maybe someone of your friends can help you.
I'm looking.
Does anybody have a guidance cantrip? You don't have guidance.
I don't think it matters.
I can talk to plants.
Nice.
Oh, wait. No. I can make her have 5 more hit points while this happens.
Oh, thanks.
But that's like the extent of my fucking abilities.
Is there like a Reddit equivalent in Afterworld?
Guys, I barely understand Reddit.
Wouldn't the first question have to be, is there internet?
Yeah, but like, could it be like a room where people gather to talk about things they're interested in? There's an anti-work subreddit that's all about people who are like advocating for workers' rights. And I spend a lot of time in the anti-work subreddit. And I'm like, ooh, I'm letting my personal life bleed into my character. But Roscoe should have workers' rights.
I made a bad persuasion. It doesn't,
I did think part of it was going to lunch was part of it was learning about you, Miss Rhea, and your death. So you staying here.
I mean, Laiika was there. She saw my death.
Who was Ammolite?
It was just a thought, Roscoe. Obviously, you don't have to take me up on it. I don't know.
That fucking glass.
What?
She has Shrek on her glass.
Oh, her Shrek. Great. No, it was a very sweet offer. I don't know what will happen since you're not part of the bureaucracy at all. You know, you could apply for a job. There are people who choose to forego new life and then sign up to be part of the bureaucracy, and they work, and you know they get breaks and stuff. But
I mean, I have a pact with the darkness.
What did you roll on your persuasion check?
It was an 8.
It was 10 away. All right.
Yeah. Because you rolled like 18 on me, Rachel.
You know what? I think we should just go to lunch. I think Roscoe has his sign and he can think about what it means to.
And that way, Mr. Dirt, the break that you take can be something you're really planning for.
Right.
Or
which would be very exciting. Maybe an
you
excursion
can spend the rest
or
of the day
something.
at work thinking about what you're going to do when you're not at work.
I could
like everyone
go
else.
to the zoo.
There's a zoo?
There's a zoo?
Yeah, in downtown, the main zoo.
Do you think I could have her exchange the ticket for the opera and go to the zoo instead?
No. Laiika, we need you to impress her and be friends with her.
But we could go to the zoo, and I'm sure they have snacks. We could.
Don't go to the zoo if I'm not going. That's not fair.
No, I mean, we could go now
instead of lunch.
instead of sitting down somewhere.
Hang on, I'm looking at Rachel's face to see if we could go to the zoo right now.
Okay, you gotta give me 2 seconds because I'm writing down that you've given Roscoe Dirt an epiphany about his whole life. I don't want to forget.
Organized labor, unionize, a strike, stage a walkout.
Do we have some pamphlets?
Oh my God. Can we just stop trying to escape Afterworld and just create a labor union that's like successful? Because I can't do that in my job, and I want to do that.
D&D, the world of make-believe, where you can make sure workers are fairly compensated for their labor. That's great.
Ooh, yeah.
Can I manifest workers' rights?
Maybe if you all try hard enough together. You can go to the zoo is the answer to that question. That one question was you can go. You wanted to go? You wanted my permission to go anywhere in this world that you wanted?
Yes, I rolled a 7 for manifesting workers' rights, which feels a little too close to home.
So good. Oh my God.
Roscoe, the my offer stands as long as we are here.
All right.
Send word. But we'll be back tomorrow, and if you decided you want some time off, we can make that happen.
All right.
Miss Ammolite, you are the one who had the memory trial today. Where would you like to go?
Well, I don't want to do the salad place.
Okay.
I feel like I've heard a lot about Please Eat Here, and something about the name of it it piques my interest. So people
we should go there?
Yeah, a little lunch, and then we can go. I always think it's best to eat before shopping because things just fit the way they're going to fit in the natural world. So lunch and then shopping, and if there's time to go to the zoo, let's do the zoo and have a good day. Let's have a good day.
All right.
Sure.
Roscoe, Mr. Dirt, which way is Please Eat Here?
Oh, right. Please eat here. Well, if you take out your map, and he'll show you on the map how to get there.
Great, thank you. All right, let's go.
Bye, Roscoe. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. See, thank you for my sign.
Yeah.
And you guys exit the memory department, head over a couple of streets to a little hole in the wall kind of place. It's got delicious smells of frying meats coming out of it. There are a couple tables outside and a little couple tables inside, and you walk up and there's a long counter and a menu written above. And it's kind of like a Mediterranean equivalent place.
Do we have a plan to pay for this stuff?
Oh, sorry. At the bottom, it does say, we can manifest anything you want. So
does it end in sort of like an ellipsis like that? What?
It's just kind of like hand drawn, right?
Anything
everything's really nice. And then the drawing is scratched in at the bottom. The writing.
Do you think they mean more than just food?
Probably not.
I mean, it does leave it open-ended though.
That's true. I do say, I have gotten rather hungry after that encounter, and this does smell delicious. I think this is a good choice, Miss Ammolite. Shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so up at the counter, there is a very large furbolg. He just turns around and goes, "How can I help you today?"
I'm just gonna get the number 2.
Excellent. That's a great choice, the number 2. And for the rest of you?
Well, we are new in town, and we would love to know what this place does, what it specializes in. Also, I'm Jerome Rumbletack. Pleasure to meet you. What is your name?
Oh, well, my name is Felix Cedar.
Felix Cedar. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too, sir. Our specialty here. And he turns around and looks up at the board. Well, the number 2 is nice that your friend already picked. I assume you're friends. Maybe your enemies meeting for a showdown.
Does that happen often here?
The number 5 is nice. People like the vegetables that it comes with.
I was going to get that. I'll have the number 5.
Comes in a little. It comes on a roll.
On a roll has vegetables. Sounds great.
Mm-hmm. It's got a special sauce that my brother makes in the back. Comes with potatoes cut into strips. Some people think it's weird depending on how long they've been dead.
The potatoes are the people.
The people think the potatoes are weird if they've been dead for a long amount of time. And
the potatoes or the people?
The potatoes are not that we manifest the potatoes.
They're not dead?
Well, I guess they are dead since we're cooking them.
All right. Rumbletack takes out a journal and starts to write a little
alive?
bit.
And then some people like the number 3, which is have y'all ever heard of hummus?
Yes.
No.
Well, it's like a bean kind of thing. It's all mashed up together. It's really tasty. It comes with bread, and you can get a meat topping.
Great. I'll take that. About the people not liking the potatoes, approximately how long were the people dead?
What kind of meat do you want on your hummus, or do you want no meat on your hummus?
I suppose lamb is fine. Do you find that a lot of people who have died and have been dead for a while come through here?
Folks come through here when they don't want to try cooking for themselves. So it just depends on how exhausted they are by their own existence.
Can I do a perception check to see if this place is just total trash? And
yeah,
like, is there any kind of effort going into this food at all? Okay, 7.
I mean, it seems like a lower end establishment. You get the sense that this is, the economical meal place to go for people who maybe don't manifest well or are in the area and need a quick bite because they're just feeling so hungry.
Okay, cool.
Felix will look at you, Ammolite, and go, "You want fish?"
I think Ammolite has been behind everyone. You know that meme of the woman with all of the numbers? That's what she's been doing. And she steps forward and she puts her paws on the counter and says, "You can manifest anything?"
We can give it a sure darn try.
All right, here's what I want. I want 2 layers of bacon that has been basket weaved together. And in between those 2 layers of bacon, I want a bison burger that's cooked exactly medium rare.
Hold on. Ford! And another furball comes out from the back. Yep.
Should I start from the top?
Yeah.
Do you guys know Roscoe Dirt?
No.
He has recommended this restaurant to us twice.
That's nice of him.
Is your food good?
Oh no, our food is delicious. And Ford he stands up and goes, "Our food is good. What is it that you want, miss?"
All right, I want 2 layers of bacon that is basket weaved together, and in between those 2 layers of bacon, I want a bison burger that is cooked to exactly medium rare. I would like a layer of goat cheese spread across the top layer of bacon, and a side of tuna and ocean fish.
Now, the ocean fish, you want me to pick that ocean fish, or do you have a specific ocean fish you want?
You pick it. It's my favorite Purina brand. My kitties love it.
All right. You give me 15 minutes, your food will be out. And Ford goes back to the back and
grab a table. No.
All right. As you sit down, you start to smell burning coming from the back room. Felix, excuse me. And
is anybody else in here? Sorry.
There's nobody else in here. You hear them start to fight in the back.
Like, why'd you order something so specific?
They said they could manifest anything.
Well, yeah, but I mean, why'd you have to ask?
You know, I thought a place being called Please Eat Here was like ironic. Now I'm starting to think it's maybe a little more desperate.
Yeah.
But food is food, you know? So hopefully at least.
Well, I mean, we hope it's going to be food.
Also, we're dead, so I don't think it really matters if it's actually food or not.
Exactly.
The commotion in the back gets louder, like things are starting to be hit and knocked over.
I think we should just leave. I would rather go to the salad place than this. We haven't paid.
Do we want to make sure they're all right? Is this, or do we just go?
Fine. I know what I would.
I'll go walk back towards the kitchen. Right.
Felix comes, as you do that, Felix comes out and he's got 4 plates in his hand. And he goes, "I was just coming out with your food, miss. No one needs to go in the back." And he's gonna like try to bodily walk forward so that you walk back. That. All right.
I want to also.
What vibes are you trying to find?
I'm vibe checking.
Vibe check.
Ooh.
I got a 24.
I too got a 24.
Oh, wow, twinsies. I am vibe checking.
I got a 19.
Like, what is he hiding? And is it something that like I should be concerned about? Or is it just like he doesn't want me to see that the kitchen's a mess?
As you're trying to do a vibe check, he's seeming very shifty, and you quick like get a peek behind him into the back. Ford is not there, but a lot of stuff is knocked over. He goes, your food's ready, miss.
Where's your coworker?
My brother had to take a break.
Oh, so some people do get breaks.
You can all tell that is a lie.
Oh,
because your previous insight checks are gonna stand.
Never mind.
While Felix is distracted, can I send Pid off into the kitchen to go and spy and see what's going on?
Okay. I'm gonna give him her perception check.
I want
he doesn't notice Pid at all.
Okay. Because Pid also can roll stealth, so I can do that if you want. So
You don't need to because he crit failed. So
Awesome.
he is just focused on the three of you in front of him, trying to give you your food and make you back into the restaurant. Pid easily flies over his head into the back room, is back there for a couple of minutes, flies back out, does like a little thing behind his head to make him look funny with funny ears, and then flies back over to you. And she goes, and then she goes, beep, beep, beep.
All right. Well, did you find anything interesting?
Sort of
grab, she like
take
tries.
the plates.
You're trying to take the plates?
Yeah, I'll take the plates and I'll
to take them back to your table, or to like, how are you doing that? Okay. All right. Thank you. And Pid tries very quietly to you, Doctor, to like be like,
We need to come up with a better system for communicating, you and I. He like pulls out a piece of paper from one of his notebooks and puts it down, and like takes his ink and like touches the ink with her, like touches the ink to like her little hands, and is like,
immediately it's on her face.
All right. No, not on the paper though. Can you write what you mean?
All right, so find your stats for Pid, and then you're going to tell me what they are in a second. Rhea, so you've taken the food from him, and he looks at you disgruntled, but he goes, thanks. If you need anything, you best move along. And he walks back into the back room again and starts, you hear him start to pick things up. You notice you've got a number 2, which is meat kebabs that are lamb, maybe rice with a curry sauce. A number 5, the roasted vegetables on a roll with a sauce and fries. And you've got 2 number 3s, which is hummus with bread and lamb.
Ammolite is displeased.
Do you think trying to manifest something and doing poorly at it could kill you?
I mean, food poisoning exists.
Does it exist here?
I don't know. We can still die and end up at the welcome center. I don't want to see Tulum again.
This whole thing seems very odd.
What are Pid's skills? Does she have ability scores? I haven't looked at her stat.
She does. So she has a really high dex. She has a 15 dex, a 12 constitution, 10 intelligence, 10 wisdom, 7 charisma, which is totally wrong, and 4 strength.
That's cute.
4 strength. Okay. Then give me a roll. Give me a dexterity check for her to be able to draw.
My cat found a ping pong ball, so I'm gonna just take that away because she's being very loud. So
What do you get for her dex?
7.
Okay, so she goes, beep beep, beep beep beep.
No, on the paper though.
Beep, beep. And she starts to draw, and she draws just a straight up stick figure that's standing very straight. And then give me an intelligence check for her.
For her?
Yeah.
Okay. 14.
Next to it, she draws a stick figure who's like hunching down, like, beep, 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 beep. And she draws the standing up straight one. And then she draws a big X over him. Beep, beep.
So you're saying that Felix points to the hunchy one?
Beep, beep.
And Ford points to the other one. We're in the kitchen, yes?
Beep, beep.
And then did Felix do something to Ford, or is Ford just gone? Okay.
Beep.
He's gone. Did you see him
Beep,
at
beep.
all?
She draws another X over him.
No. Okay.
Did he kill him?
I mean, if he did, he would have just wound up back in the welcome center, right?
Is this our problem? Do we
Now that
care?
she has ink on her little thing, she's like gotten distracted and is just drawing swirls on the paper.
Girl. I'm gonna just take the lamb off of my little hummus sandwich and eat the chunks of lamb.
Okay.
Can I try to
I'll kind of like
manifest,
push my plate a little bit towards you and indicate that you can share mine if you want.
Can I try to manifest the meal that Ammolite wanted?
Yes. Have you cooked before?
In my life? Yeah.
Have you woven bacon into have you ever woven 2 layers of bacon into a basket?
It's a basket weave. It's like a lattice on top of the
Probably
pie.
That's not hard.
All right. Your
You
DC
lattice once, lattice 1,000 times.
Your DC for this is going to be a 15.
Okay.
Don't disappoint me, dog.
I got a 14.
Oh, so close.
It's fine. I don't even think I'm hungry. I don't think hunger truly exists in this world.
Yeah, when we eat our food, do we feel satisfied or
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
This food's like greasy. It's a greasy Mediterranean place. It's not bad. It's, not the best. The hummus is actually pretty good, but besides that, it's, pretty average. You don't think you're going to get sick from it later, but it's pretty average. Ammolite, when you're like, I don't think we even have to eat here, you are significantly less hungry.
Well, all right. Yeah. I eat my little lamb chunks and I shut my mouth.
If you think too much about everything, then you get weird, remember?
Sorry.
You go.
How much of like what happened to us in the memory trial carried over as far as like physically, like how bloody am I? Is there a hole in my shirt?
You're so bloody. There is a hole in your shirt. Like it all stays.
Great.
Yeah.
Drenched in like just drying. My clothes are just like drying in seawater.
Drenched in Yes, great. You are. You're still dripping wet. Anyone who was in the water is still dripping wet. Whatever was happening to you during that is still going on unless it's been fixed. But nobody has seemed to really bat an eye about it.
Interesting. Okay. I feel like I just eat my food and I'm ready to go. This place is intriguing and I'd love to do more, but I'm more excited about getting Laiika into a formal cave.
Do you guys want to have like taken a short rest here and sat here for like an hour while you ate, or yeah? Okay. About halfway through your short rest, Ford comes pounding through the door, just stomping furiously. And he stops and looks at you and just goes, "Ladies, sorry about the bacon." And then he walks back into the back room again and you hear more shouting.
Oh, he definitely died.
That does seem like it. I know you said you were fine, but if things in here escalate, and he like brings out like a teeny tiny, what looks like a sewing machine, but like this big, and like places it over part of your side where there's a cut, and then casts Cure Wounds on you.
That is such a cute fucking concept.
So that's a 10. Heal 10.
I love that.
That's really cute. Yeah.
It's really great.
Guys. And just like it just like sews part of your wound, mends it back together, but like magically, so it's better.
Cool. Thanks.
So cute.
You're welcome.
I'm like basically healed, but I'm gonna spend 1 hit die during our short rest.
Did we actually complete the short rest, or is it?
Yeah, we're saying it's done. Yeah. The shouting dies down after a little bit, and Felix comes back out to the front and just kind of is eyeing you, wanting you to leave, willing you to go away.
Not great.
Oh, I'm ready to go.
So I guess now we're going to
finery.
Finery.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm gonna say that you probably looked on your little maps, right, to figure out where finery was.
No, I just want, yeah.
Oh, during short rest, I want to see if I can manifest myself to be clean.
Oh, yeah. Let me see if we have tried that yet already.
We've manifested bathtubs.
We did a warm bath.
Boy, oh boy, did we ever.
Still not over it.
All right.
I regret it.
You know what it's like to be clean. What do we do for the warm bath? Oh, that was pretty high. All right, we're gonna make it.
You've been clean before.
We're gonna make it this. All right, DC's 12.
I rolled a 15.
Hey, you did it.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right, drag and drop it, bitch. All right, sorry. What was I trying to say?
You were the only one who got like bloody and wounded and stuff, right, Leticia?
I think so.
Here's a question. When I took damage for her, was I physically being damaged? I mean, like, yes, but like, were like wounds appearing on my body, or was I just like
internal bleeding?
You know what? It was a little light internal bleeding.
Okay, great. So I don't look like I took whatever it was, 15 hit points or something.
No, since that's a divine thing, you like reached out and touched Faith and grabbed her damage and absorbed it into your
shoved it inside.
Mm-hmm. You shoved it way down deep, and that's where you took damage.
Great.
Yep.
Not in a, dang it, I did it again.
Okay.
Look, I know you're on the Laiika ship, but
I'm sailing it. I'm gonna have a shirt by next game, maybe. Yeah. Let's continue. And you guys do a little jaunty walk.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. It's me, the darkness. Your afterworld deity. I just want to thank you for watching. It really means a lot that you signed in to support our new reality TV show. Now, if you could like, subscribe, and follow us on all of our socials, links below, we would greatly appreciate it. That way you will stay up to date on all the shenanigans of our 4 heroes. Oh, and don't worry. Episodes may be releasing every other week, but in our off weeks, we'll have more content for you. We're going to have some bonus actions, where you'll get to know the cast and crew, they're the same people, and see some of their artwork. Now, is it weird that they've made fan art of their own show? Maybe. Are they a bunch of narcissists? We'll find out together. The important thing is that you support Afterworld just like we all support Afterworld. It is a beautiful, magical place that we're all trying to escape from. Help us escape by also subscribing to our Buy Me a Coffee page. Yes, we all run on that bitter, bitter dark liquid. And we would appreciate any help in making sure Afterworld keeps its lights on. I'm the darkness, and this has been a message for you. Remember, you're champions, you're scholars, and you have great boobs. See you in Afterworld.
Maybe it's not jaunty. I don't want to put words in your mouth. You guys head out to the downtown area of Main City, which you passed through it a little bit to get to the memory department, since it's sort of across the way from the Welcome Center. And the buildings are getting nicer, streets are getting cleaner, foliage is happening. And you get to the front of a very beautiful windowed shop that has got a bunch of mannequins standing in it, displaying the finery. And you enter, and as you open the door, a little bell rings, and you hear a musical lilting voice from the back go, "I'll be with you in one moment."
And like racks of stuff around, right?
Yes. So there's a lot of bolts of fabric, and buttons and fixings, and there's some like mannequins with pre-made dresses on them. And the fashion variety in this shop is massive. It runs the gambit, but everything is fine. It is all finery. So none of these clothes are really like your everyday working clothes. They're all fancy clothes.
What's the fabric situation?
The fabric situation there. So they're all, have you ever seen where the bolts are like sort of on the ladder and they're all up like that? So it's a lot of that kind of a situation going on so that they can be displayed and their
Oh no, oh fuck. No.
It's too late. It's too late. I feline agility.
I scruff her.
You can't. She feline agility.
Fuck.
And double my movement. And I don't jump. I don't scratch. I just start
Stroking the fabric.
Yeah. Up and down and all around. And I think I probably try and like pocket some of the like, I don't like steal it, but I think I take it off the rack.
I'm like, if you damage any of this, we might get in serious trouble. It's
Nothing's real. It's all manifested. Nobody made this. It doesn't matter. I can just make it myself.
You're correct. It just seems rude, you know? Like, we know how hard manifesting can be. I bet it's really hard to manifest a weave like this.
Oh, it is. It is very difficult. Hello. And you see before you a tabaxi. She has beautiful white fur, long, gorgeous fur. She looks like the mom from Aristocats.
Yes.
And she is wearing like a Victorian era kind of silhouette with a beautiful pale blue pinstripe to it. And it looks very official. It's got like a little jacket and a bustle. And she's just very prim and proper. She's got a diamond like collar holding the dress up and diamond cuffs at her sleeves. Yes, Dyer.
Can we draw her for our next thing?
Sure.
Don't make me do that.
You can collage it with a picture of the mom from Aristocats and a bunch of
Fun.
Her skirts are done so that they do expose her beautiful fluffy tail, which she's very proud of it. She's very put together. Ammolite, can you roll a history check for me?
Oh, I got a 1.
No.
All right, Ammolite. So what you don't remember is that cats that look, tabaxi that look like her are tabaxi that used to be prevalent in like the forest areas of Param, but were captured as slaves and then bred so that their fur was pure white and their eyes were blue and for different colorings and markings like show cats, and kept as
like a rag doll,
very decorative slaves.
Or like what are they called? My coworker has one. She never shuts up about it.
Persian.
Yeah.
Hey Sarah, if you're watching this, I like your cat a lot, and you talk about her.
Now that we've lost a loyal viewer.
I don't think Ammolite has seen another tabaxi. Well, it's been a while. Like gut reaction, I drop the fabrics and I just walk out the door. I'm too overstimulated. I'm not leaving. I just walk out and I just stand outside the door and
the little bell.
Ding-a-ling. I sort of gesture and I follow her. And I just come stand next to you and just kind of like lean up against the side of the building, but I don't say anything.
Forgive our friend.
She cranes herself a little bit.
She's had a very long day. She just completed her memory trial. I'm Jerome Rumbletack. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, it is so nice to meet you, sir.
Are you Miss Penelope Pearl?
I am.
Yes. Well, my friend here, Miss Laiika, is going to the opera tonight and is hoping to get an outfit for the occasion. I believe you have a benefactor who is looking to pay for...
I have a friend. Her name is Lenice Netakoven.
Yes.
The Baron Lenice, yes.
Yes, that is the person in question. So that is why we are here.
Yes, for your outfit for the opera.
Yes.
It is your first time, yes?
Yes.
All right. Well, Miss Laiika, what is it that you usually wear? Is this what you're wearing here?
That's the only thing I've worn for a very long time.
Mm.
I wash it. I take it off and wash it. And I've got like a, like a shift that I wear while I wash this. But I wouldn't say that's more formal than this. I would say it's less formal. It's basically underwear. So I think, I don't really know anything about formal clothes, to be honest, ma'am.
Do you prefer to wear a dress or to wear trousers like you do?
I don't mind as long as I can keep my armor on.
Oh, well, you would have to. Are you worried about protection during the opera?
I guess not. Well, unless
she
I
be
don't know.
worried about protection during the opera? Is the opera a dangerous event?
Is it some sort of like interactive sort of show?
No, it is not an interactive show. How to say this? The Lenice, she is very good at manifesting, and so she does make sure that all of her clothes have a protective quality about them, no matter what she wears. Is that something that you require?
Well, no, that sounds really expensive. I think I could probably do without the armor for tonight if it's too bulky for some sort of finery.
Unless there's some way to magically infuse it, if that is something that you do here.
That is what I'm saying.
But that would sounds really expensive. I'm really losing my accent. Sorry.
I would have to tell then Denise that you asked for a dress or a suit that was protective.
No, I don't think I want to do that. I think just a normal one would be fine. But don't worry, Doc. I'm quite a robust lady anyway, so armor doesn't really help me that much.
Miss Pearl, would you mind giving us just a moment?
Of course. Do you need to see about your friends, or
no? I just wanted to have a quick sidebar with my friend here, and drags her over to part of the corner of the room.
And Penelope will take the fabrics from the floor and begin rearranging.
Miss Laiika, you're certainly.
Can we pause that for 1 second? Ladies outside, is there any conversation you want to be having, or are you standing in silence?
Probably silence.
I just wanted to give you the opportunity before we moved on with
what is happening out on what is the street? Is it paved? Is it dirt? Are there plants? Are there other stores?
Yes. So this is the nicer area, right? So these streets are cobblestone streets. Think like Old Town. So they're beautiful cobblestone streets. There are a bunch of shops. There's like a sweets shop. There's a milliner store. This is like a little, I guess the best way that I could equate it is like, the Southport corridor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a cobblestone Southport corridor, but the shops are maybe like,
are you a step ago, Rachel?
Yeah. So there's like what's the smoothie place that was down there? Is it still there? There's a green juice store. No, just kidding. There could be. There's little cafes. So there's little shops, there's little cafes, little patisseries. And there's a Lululemon. People who are walking around, it's a lot of moms with the baby Bjorn strollers or whatever they were called.
I think
there's not a lot of families actually. It's mostly individuals.
Okay.
There's a lot of dead babies. That's pretty fucked up, Rachel.
There's not in this area of Main City.
I think we probably see someone trip, and I say, "Did you see that?"
Yep.
That's pretty funny. I think it's just hard for me there are so few tabaxi left on Param, and it's hard for me to accept that it's because they gave up on getting out of Afterworld. I can't believe that. I just can't. There's just a tabaxi who just owns a store in death when she could be getting back. Anyways, remember that guy who fell? That was pretty funny.
I feel like maybe for them, if their life was so hard and their life here is better, why would they want to go back? But I get feeling, alone. I mean, my whole family died, so I know what it's like to sort of feel like you're the last one.
If I find my parents here, do you actually trust the two of them to pick out a nice outfit for Laiika? Because I don't think I do.
And that is where we're going to go back to the sidebar of Dr. Jerome and Laiika.
Miss Laiika, you're certain you want to go to this event, correct?
Well, it was a really nice invitation, and I've never been to an opera.
So you want to go, yes?
Sure.
Yes, you want to go, and this person that you're going with has offered to treat you to a nice time, correct? Well, I think if that's the case, you should let her. There are many people in this world who are, let's just say, have some extra change laying around, and I think if you wanted to go in a fine armored outfit, this person would be happy to do that for you, and if that would make you feel safer and better on your date, I think it's worth it.
Is that your stomach?
Oh, it was a car.
Oh, okay. Hey, eat before the game. Jeez, you just had Mediterranean.
What can I say? I just saw that talk of greasy Mediterranean food. Just
I'm sorry, the hummus isn't sitting quite well.
Oh yeah, that's right. Everyone make Constitution saving throws. Just kidding. Just kidding. You don't have to do that.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no, it was a joke.
I just think if you want to have a good time during a date, it's worth it for you to treat yourself so that you feel better and safe and good.
I guess. Well, I've never gone on a date before, so I don't really know how one's supposed to act on a date.
Well, it's a little tricky. It can... Sorry, there's a siren behind me and I'm waiting till it passes.
Alex, man.
Wait, my neighbor has a bird. It copies the noises that it heard during its life. So it can be quite disturbing to the customers. But neighbors.
Thank you very much, Miss Pearl.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It is a small front area of the shop. Maybe you. I do not mean to pry, but you said you have never been on a date before, so perhaps the good doctor here can give you some pointers while you look at the mannequins and you tell me perhaps what style you might like to have your protective garments designed in. Yes, and I will leave you alone for a few moments, and I will be in the back. There's a little bell on my counter. When you are ready, just you hit the bell. Okay.
Rachel, will you let me
decide? Yeah, you can draw it right now.
No.
Okay, later.
But
yeah.
Can I just say I pick out a cool thing that looks nice, and then can I draw it?
Oh, well, I was hoping that you would describe it for us now so that, those watching at home can have a mental visual of what you want.
Cape, side cape. This is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm thinking side cape here, tunic with a really long leg slit.
Yes.
That's a weird way of saying it. A long leg slit, a high.
I get it. I'm with you.
And then like a sort of gauzy I haven't decided about the pants shoes situation yet.
Sure. While you're thinking about that, Ammolite and Rhea, who are outside, you've just
that's the vibe, the
trust
shape.
them to pick out a dress for this, pick out an outfit, and then do you want to go in the store?
I'm not going to be of any help, but if you think that you can.
That's a good question, because Megan, have input, but do Ammolite have? Yeah, Ammolite's obsessed with fabrics and jewelry.
She is.
Damn. Yeah. So I think I've just said, do we really trust the two of them? And then Rhea, what did you say?
I said, I don't think I'm going to be of much help in this situation, but if you think you have input, then I'm sure Laiika would be happy to have it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. And I open the door.
Ding-a-ling. You're back in the shop, and you're seeing Laiika and Dr. Rumbletack look at the different mannequins and items of clothing.
Dolce & Gabbana did an Alta Moda Greece incredible fashion show, and I've just sent a link to it in the chat, but if Dyer's already drawing, that's totally fine.
I haven't gone very far.
Oh, it's togas and capes, and it's from 2019, and it's
oh my god, wait, I've seen some of these. Okay, yes, this is a similar vibe. Yeah,
that, like, as soon as you said toga with a high slit, I was like, gotta get the D&G.
Yes, very similar vibes to
beautiful.
Gosh, some of these are stunning.
We'll share it in the YouTube comment section, the description.
As soon as Ammolite comes in with her ideas about fashion, Jerry looks at you, Laiika, and is like, I think you're probably good with Ammolite's guidance. I'm going to go outside and talk to Miss Rhea for a little bit. All right?
Oh, I'm probably standing by the door at this point, like inside.
Yeah. Okay. Gonna walk on over to you.
I start just pulling swaths of fabric and throwing them on Laiika. Beautiful. And I hold them up to her face, and I like curl her hair. And are there any like jewelry stations or?
Oh yeah, this place has the whole 9.
Yeah, I'm
the whole 9 what?
Whole 9
items.
It's got all the stuff that you need.
An outfit.
Yeah, all 9. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah, we're going hog wild with these fabrics.
Okay. All right, Doctor and Rhea.
You take me outside?
I'm just near you now. And I said, I think the 3 of them probably can come up with something.
I'm sure.
Yes. Is Miss Ammolite all right? She seemed a little flustered.
I think she's fine, just dealing with processing everything.
Right. That does make sense. Yes. Kind of looks back at Laiika trying out the outfits, and it's like, yes, that makes sense.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. It's been a very interesting couple of days, but it's just very ridiculous when you think about all of it. Like the fact that we're here, and that there's a system that we need to go through in order to get back to life, and that system is has many. I mean, it's very organized. That's great, but it seems very.
I'm sorry. Can I cut in? As soon as you said it seems very organized, I accidentally knock over 2 of the ladders of clothes.
And she hears this from the back, and she comes running out. She goes, "Oh no!" And she starts to write the ladders.
So sorry, ma'am. I'm helping pick them up and stuff.
I'm grabbing fabrics off of them as she tries to put them back. Sorry, Doc. Back to you.
Well, the system is very organized, but it seems cold, given the reason that all of us are here. It's strange.
I guess but I mean, if there was ever going to be an afterlife, it was always going to be strange.
I suppose that's fair. I never really considered that there might be one before.
Yeah, I just kind of always assumed it just ended. But I mean, any idea of being conscious after death, is there really a good way for that to exist, or a non-strange way for that to exist?
Yes, well, and I mean, there are many cultures that have many different theories about what exactly happens after death, but none of them, I think, really pictured this exactly.
That's true. Who would have thought bureaucracy stretches all the way out here?
Not me.
I have another interjection. The scene in Sleeping Beauty where the 2 fairy godmothers are fighting over what color?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what me and this other tabaxi have devolved into.
Oh, but she would look best in the gold.
Laiika wears silver, okay? She's silver. She loves silver. She's comfortable in silver. We can't just take that away from her because you think it matches her undertones.
I have owned this shop for a very long time. And she gets a little bit indignant, but then tries to settle it back down. And if you think that you look better in silver, I guess I will go get some more silver fabrics from the back. And she goes to the back.
Laiika, we're going to get you what you want. Do it. 90's montage.
Yeah! All right. Doctor, did you want to say more things to Rhea?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm still a little fuzzy on the details of your death. I was hoping perhaps we could go over them before tomorrow.
Oh, sure. I mean, there's not really that much to go over. We were approaching a farmhouse. I saw one of the red caps bathing in the blood of the husband of the couple who had lived there, and I just kind of threw caution to the wind, wasn't really thinking it through. I ran up and started attacking him, and then a second one came out, and the rest of my party was being held back by some shadow dogs fighting those, and I just took a few too many hits.
Is that like was that like a typical day for you when you were alive? You seem very nonchalant about the whole thing.
I mean, I don't know. I lived a lot longer than I ever thought I was going to live.
How old are you, if I may ask?
Yeah. If you just give me a second to. Oh my God.
Penelope has come back out with more silver fabrics and different brocades and fabric weights and things like that, and goes, "Are these more to your liking?"
Laiika?
Yes.
This one has a nice soft blue that runs through it in this pattern. You see, I think it will match her eyes very nicely. What do you think?
I think it's
to her eyes.
I can't actually see my eyes when I'm, but
it works. Okay, it's working.
I trust you, especially if the 2 of you are coming to a consensus, and I'm sure it's lovely.
It is lovely.
It's lovely.
Great.
So I will begin to make up a dress in this style for you. if you could please wait here for me, I will be finished with it. It is hard to tell the time, but it should not be very long. Thank you. She gathers up the stuff and takes it to the back.
Can I try and follow her?
Yeah.
I follow her.
Pardon? Yes, did you need something?
I just wanted to watch.
Oh. Well, I guess you could if you wanted to. Please do not knock over anything.
I'll try not to.
Thank you. There is a chair, and you see there are two sewing machines that are sort of set up one next to each other, and she gestures to the other sewing machine that has a chair sitting next to it. And she starts to lay out the fabrics and cut them. And you see around her this sort of soft glow begin. And you can tell that this is her manifesting this dress into being. So as she cut things out and sort of puts them on a mannequin that has adjusted itself to be Laika's measurements, the fabric comes together and begins to drape. And it's all like a very beautiful dance as she puts this dress together for Laiika.
I just sit and watch. And I'm so tempted to pounce, but I hold myself back.
Okay. If you want to do a vibe check.
Ooh, okay. Not ideal. 16.
Okay. So Penelope seems to be like very much enjoying that there is another tabaxi in her shop. Mm-hmm. She doesn't like want to say it out loud, but she's like sometimes glances over to you and you can tell that there's like maybe like she almost wants to say something, but she's not going to say it.
Are there any like detailing works on the dress, like an embroidered sleeve or I'm wondering if Ammolite can be like helping with something small.
If you try to help, she will stop you and say, I'm very sorry, but it works best if I do the whole dress myself. Just because if you are not trained in manifesting or do not have much, are you trained in manifesting and have much practice doing dresses?
I have training in embroidery, but not
in actual embroidery, not manifesting. Oh well, if you want to make something special to put on your friend's dress, you can maybe take this. She grabs a little scrap of fabric and she's like, please be very careful. I have them in the system. And she points you over to where the threads and needles are, and it's meticulous.
I know. Okay. Cool. I think on the cuff of the left sleeve of the dress, I'm gonna embroider a little crow because Laiika used to have a pet crow.
Oh yeah. All right, back to Rhea and the doctor out front.
I'm 226.
Nice to have someone who's lived past their first century.
Yeah, I know. The other two are pretty young, huh?
They are very young. So you said you were traveling with them when you died, is that correct?
Yeah, well, Laiika and I randomly got put on a mission together. We're trying to join a guild. I was just trying to get some information. We ran into this group of, I don't even quite know how to describe them, adventurers, I suppose, in the woods, one of whom was Ammolite. And they were on a mission to rescue a boy from a hag. Yeah, we ended up joining forces, and then on our way back into the city with the boy, like I said, we came across the farm, which is Laiika and I had met the family on our assignment. They're very nice.
Huh. And you just died on that mission, and that was it.
Yeah, that's I mean, again, I'm honestly surprised it took that long. I can't count the number of times I've almost died. Even just getting my abilities almost killed me. So
Really?
Kid has snuck out from your coat a little bit and is listening and seems to be listening intently.
So how did you get your abilities?
Oh, that's a long, boring story.
Well,
it's also sort of a secrets of the trade. It's a long process, not pleasant, definitely not for everyone. And then I, to sort of seal the deal, you can go a couple different ways. There are different groups of us who have this sort of magic, and we accentuate it in different ways. And I happen to do so by making a pact.
Got it. How old were you when you made that pact? I'm sorry, I'm just fascinated. I'm so used to the arcane arts and how magic relates to objects. And magic from the blood is something I've never really encountered.
Sorry.
Sorry, Dr. Rembletag, can you real quick roll for me a stealth check?
For me or for Pid?
For Pid.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Rhea, can you roll a perception check for me?
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to beat a 20.
Okay.
15.
Cool. All right.
It was about a century ago, so.
And as you say that, the dress is finished. It comes back out to Laiika, and she goes, do you want to wear it out of the shop, or did you want to take it with you so that you can change in a bit?
I think I'll need to change into it later. I wouldn't want to get it messed up before then.
She wraps it
What
up
time
in a
of day is
beautiful
it?
box. It's mid-afternoon. It took her a while to manifest the dress, and you guys had this conversation. She's put it into a very beautiful box, very long, so that it doesn't wrinkle too badly. And she goes, and Nini said she would take care of this, so you are good to go, unless any of you would like your own clothes. They are not on the knees, but
I'm good.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you all.
Thank you.
If we did want a dress, how would we pay you?
Well, I do appreciate unique fabrics and patterns. So if you can manifest something for me in quite a few yards, I could either make a dress for you out of that or use that as payment for a different kind of outfit. I am always in need of jewels and metal workings and, the little hook and eyes to close things up. And
girl, don't I know it?
Yeah, those things. Ugh.
I think Ammolite would probably love if she could get some sort of like traditional tabaxi dress. And Ammolite's from the mountain region, which is obviously different from the forest region. Mm-hmm. So could she try to manifest the embroidered pattern?
Sure.
But I don't want us to have to wait here all day. Well, I'll just try.
We'll do it if you try to manifest it.
16.
I'm gonna say that you make enough for one outfit.
Cool. So I manifest just like a let's just model it after my midsummer costume, just like a very traditional mountain region embroidered fabric.
Okay, beautiful. She goes, oh, okay. I could make a very nice dress for you out of this. Where are you staying? I get the sense that maybe you don't all want to stay in my shop all day.
The Broken Inn.
The Broken Tavern?
Thank you.
Yes, many people stay there while they are doing their memory trials.
Have you been to Please Eat Here?
I mean, I have not had the pleasure.
That tells me literally all I need to know.
Judgy.
And I have not been to it, so I cannot judge it really, but I do not eat past a certain area of main city, if I am being honest.
That's the cut.
There it is.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Perfect.
Dang.
Velvet, the heavy brocade that was described, something kind of gauzy, probably just the same boots, but like maybe shiny.
They're cleaned up, yeah. Because I should really begin on this dress if you are to have it for tonight. Thank you for coming.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you very much.
Bye.
Goodbye. And she goes to the back with the fabric. So you get yourselves together, you get everything that you need, and you head back to the Broken Tavern to just spend the rest of your afternoon. It is approaching dusk, so I assume you all maybe help Laiika get ready, get herself together.
You guys do my hair for me.
Do her hair, get her into her outfit, get her.
Carrie is gonna like ask you if you want him to be there. Like if he's, do you want me to? I can go downstairs if you'd prefer. I did have some work that I was looking to do on PID. So if you would rather I not be here, that's totally fine. I can go downstairs.
No, doctor, it's completely fine.
Jerry, get in here.
All right. How can I help?
Button up her bag. She's got 100 buttons, and you need that stupid hook thing.
I hate those things.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Do that, I guess.
You take to it like a duck to water because it is a tool, and you understand tools, man. And you all get her into her outfit, and it is approaching dusk. And so Lenice should theoretically be waiting downstairs to pick Laiika up.
Spicy.
And that is where we're going to end for tonight. And we're not going to be in this finery, I don't think, for next time when we actually go to the opera, but that is okay. Thank you for joining us for this week's episode of Unfinished Business. You're all champions and scholars, and you have great boobs. Don't let anyone tell you different. Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, thank God.
Guys, I had fancy champagne waiting for the opera.
No. Down it. Just down it.